Have you ever run across a download link for a computer part like an RTX 3090 or download more RAM, and there's actually a file that they want you to download? Well, I've seen a couple of those recently, and it made me think, what would happen if I downloaded all of them? So in today's video, we are going to build an entire computer from downloadable computer parts and see exactly what happens, which we already know what happens. I just think it's going to be interesting to see how bad what I think happens. So, without further ado, let's jump in and start building our first computer. So we are officially on the way, and I think it's time to get started with our very first adventure in the land of downloadable computer parts. So I think it's best to start with a classic meme and work our way up. So at the end, we'll end with downloading the RTX 3090 for free, of course, and see where we go from there. So I think the best place to start off is, of course, download more RAM, because I think, that's something we always have a conversation about, right? You want to download more RAM. Now, this is a pretty much platonic website. It's not going to do anything when you click download. And I mean, we can click on this. How many we want to download? 64. So this is a pretty platonic website. You're not going to have to worry about, anything, viruses. This is just kind of a meme website. And I think it's a pretty good way to start off and kind of get us in the mood that this is pretty much a big meme. Next up, though, I think we got to think of what would be the next computer. We've got RAM now. We've got a RAM in our computer. I think finding a motherboard download would be rather hard, so I don't know if we're going to end up doing that. But I think next up, let's talk about downloading a Ryzen processor or an Intel processor. We can find them, either one. I don't think it's, this is not really doing anything, but we're done. There. So let's just go over here and let's try our next thing. So download better CPU. And I apologize, my typing is not the best. Download more cores. Is your computer running slower than you wish? Most computers nowadays come with multiple cores. Having multiple cores allows your computer to run more programs concurrently. Installing more cores to your computer will improve its performance, particularly on software that is optimized for parallel processing, like games and engineering software. You could download 2, 4, and 8 cores for free. And how it works: if you ask someone to upgrade the number of cores in your computer, you'd probably be told that you need to buy a new CPU. This is a conspiracy theory by PC manufacturers. Virtual cores are just as good as physical cores and can be installed for free. This website allows you to download software that installs more virtual cores. What does that even mean? Okay. Download more cores. It downloaded something? No. No, it's gonna download something? No way. I have no idea what it's downloading, but this thing is gonna be infected. I'm gonna have to reformat the entire hard. Actually, I was already planning to do that, but reformatting the entire hard drive. Now I could use a VM for circumstances, but quite honestly, there's a lot of stuff out there and just get around the VM nowadays. Plus, I don't have anything imported on here. I'll just reformat. It's pretty much blank. I'm interested to know what it's installing though. Oh, we've got a administrator thing for our, sure. Let's see, it's probably been sitting there. 8 cores has been successfully installed. Okay. So let's real quick go to our task manager and see what interesting things is running. I'm curious to see does Google even have it, or does Windows even have it registered? Or let's see, 8 cores. Okay, 8 cores. So it's literally surprisingly a lot of space comparatively to some of this other stuff. I'm interested what it does. So if we go to system information, does it show us any more system information? Like, would it modify this? No, we still have the same processor that's in here. It's not like it added more cores. So does our system information still have our 8 core 16 threads? Keep in mind this is a Xeon that I'm running this on, so not surprised here. Ethernet isn't really popping. Nothing's going on there. Nothing's really going on, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't see any change. It looks like at least at the surface, but without diving deep into it, it looks like it's a placebo. It's just a downloader and doesn't even have a accompanying program. I wouldn't be surprised though if it ended up being something more sinister, but that would of course require a deeper investigation. So next up, I think hard drive is going to be hard to do. So let's download. We've got more RAM, got a hard drive. Let's download. I don't know. Can you download a better power supply? Power supply. Well, you can download the instructions. Download power supply. Yeah, this is more like a So my guess here is this is just manuals. It's my guess. That's what I thought. But in reality, of course, it's going to be hard to download an actual power supply. As I said, same thing with the hard drives. You're not gonna. This is just basically just gonna be manuals, for at least for the time being. I'm trying to think what else we could get that's gonna be interesting. Let's download a couple graphics cards then. So, download RTX 3080. Now, the thing about this is, a lot of these are gonna be drivers first. So some of these are also kind of interesting. Like, how do you download a graphics card for free? Like, my man over here is either a genius or he's, broken the fifth wall, including the dislikes are pretty terrible here. I'm not necessarily surprised. So, oh, well, this looks like it just tells you how to install the drivers. That's kind of disappointing, y'all. RTX downloads? So normally, when I got a website that you could download graphics cards, I've got to figure out what this interval 0. I'm interested to see what happens when we download an RTX 2011. Now, hear me out here. By saying this, I mean that the company that developed this software is probably a legit company that has developed this software for, I'm not familiar with real-time operating systems, but assuming that, at least after a quick Google search, they look somewhat legit, I would say likely it's going to not have anything to do with graphics cards at all. That being said, for an unsuspecting person, and I would say more particular, I was erring on the side of being a sketchy virus at this point when I first clicked on the website, we've got high risk flag. So I'm interested to download the latest version. So we're going to download an RTX 2011. See just what happens when we do so. Now, as I said, this is not necessarily going to be I don't know. I'm interested to see. Extract all. So we've got an install guide, which maybe if we're lucky, we went up with like 20 viruses. So extract this all and see exactly. We're just going to upgrade our PC. RTX subsystem. Oh boy. Setup launcher. RTX update 8 for RTX 2011 with Service Pack 1 is preparing. So we can't install RTX 2011. Oh man. At least you know that that means it's legit, though. If they're not going to let you install it and they're requiring some hardware in here, then they likely, at least in theory, would hope that that means that they're somewhat legit of a company. And as I said, assuming from this website, I would assume. Okay, so let's do an RT. Let's see. What other computer parts can we have? We've got RAM. We've got graphics cards. Oh, download RGB lights. RGB lights. Download RGB light experience, guys. Oh man, I'm just gonna have to click on this. Website's taking a fat second. RGB light experience. We are translating. Download. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Download.png. Who is the people that offer the RGB? So this is like a festival? What? So you see how like confusing this would be for someone just to go through and like make a a video on this or something, or go try to download stuff to upgrade their computer if they had no idea what they're doing. They download all kinds of things. I wonder, can you download a gaming PC? Download video games? Gaming PC. Free download and software reviews. Gaming PC. Download now. Full specs? Yeah. Give me my gaming PC, y'all. I want to download a gaming PC. That's why we're here. Gaming PC setup. Install Gaming PC 1.1 on your computer. It's recommended that you close all applications before continuing. I accept the agreement. Let's see. What is continued on here? Well, including they have a phone number. We'll see. Oh, we're not responsible of oh boy. Not responsible. Okay. Launch gaming PC. So this looks more like a utility, which I probably should have read it. But it looks like it's more of a utility to help optimize game usage rather than a full-fledged gaming PC. Okay, let's see what else we can find. But for most of the time, it looks like when you search the internet and you try to find something, at least it's like downloading a virus, you're not really going to run into it if you're searching for just genuinely computer parts. Now, yeah, there are some websites that, like that 8 cores thing, I have no idea what that downloaded. And I'm kind of interested to check that out. So if this video gets a lot of likes and, I don't know, you guys are interested in that, comment down below if you want to see the deeper investigation into the download more cores thing. But for the most part, no, I was really surprised that there was not any, like, really malicious software. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of, like, mislabeled software, but it wasn't malicious, which may be Google's algorithm doing that. It may be a lot of things, but as I said, I highly doubt that they are. At least if you search through Google, you'll run into those issues. Now, obviously, same thing goes. Common sense is the most valuable antivirus you can have. And by, not clicking on stuff that I pretty much clicked all over today, you're pretty much safe from ever running into the issue. Obviously, there's not any computer part physical. You cannot make physical hardware appear on your computer by downloading any software. If that did, I would have lots of questions. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. So thank you very much.